What's going on YouTube? This is Kevin Reese here, giving y'all a review and my thoughts and opinions on the Greenworks Pro 2700 PSI pressure washer. I picked this up at Lowe's for the low price of $349. Had it sitting out front, I grabbed it. So my setup that I have right now, so I've already got it set up and primed and ready to roll, but if you look here, I've got quick disconnects that I put here and here just to pop those off. You can find them on Amazon or eBay. I think I got mine on Amazon. Just makes things real quick, snapping them in. And I've already turned the water on, and I'll turn the water on and leave my wand off. Now, it came with this Uberflex hose, but it was like a 30-foot. So I bought a 50-foot hose. But as you can see here, same thing with the quick disconnect. And like I said, I've already got this. I turn it on before you even start it. Before you start your motor, you want to prime it. You don't want the pump to run dry. So turn the water on, and I just let it run through the whole thing before I even clip it in. I'll show y'all. So like the water's running now, but you see this quick disconnect, and you can just pop this thing back in real quick. See if I can one-hand it, but you just push it on like that, boom, and it's on. So no leaks or anything. But quick disconnects, those save you time, they save you O-rings. You aren't screwing and unscrewing the thing all day, you know, if you're working and moving around. But I got that set up. I just leave this cord hooked up here, and I've got it with the zip tie it came with. I just plug it in with my extension cord, but that's really about it, y'all. This thing, I've done some work with it. I pressure washed some parts on my cabin to clean it up before I stain it. Y'all can see I still got to pull the tape and plastic off everything. But I also hit this building, my boys club. Check this out. This is what it has done to this building. Now I've got a solution here think I'm crazy, it's called outdoor bleach. Is specifically formulated for like mold, mildew, and algae and stuff. But I've got it mixed up here with some water. I'm gonna pre-soak this. Also my roof here with this Skyjack lift that I have been loving. Been cutting trees. I've cut this one down, but if you see up here on the top, so if you look up here, look what it's done to my roof, and both sides are like that. I mean, it's supposed to be like sky blue, Hawaiian blue, like this roof on my house, and it's disgusting. So I'm gonna go up in this lift and pre-soak everything, and we're gonna hit it, and I'm gonna show y'all how this thing works. I mean, it'll pull, and with this 50-foot hose, I'm all the way back here. I can get this roof, and I can finish hitting this building, a good bit of it anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna give y'all a review, let y'all form your own opinion on this. For me, electric pressure washer for 350 bucks, almost 3,000 PSI. It definitely gets the job done, y'all. I'm very happy with it. And you know, electric, you know, oh, one thing I wanted to show you, after you hook everything up, now, I mean, you already got water in the pump, but squeeze the handle and let the water flow out just to make sure all the air is out. But I mean, if it's coming out the hose, the pump's already primed. So all you do, you see this thing, I mean, it's got your different nozzles here. So your highest pressure is going to be the 15 degree. So I think I used that, or either I used the 40 and just kind of took my time. We'll try the 40. So you press this, sounds like the jet flow. Listen, like a jet engine. Here it goes. So right now it'll run like that the whole time. Grab your 40-degree nozzle, we'll pop it in, pre-soak, and I'll show y'all how this thing does. Got our lift in position, outrigger's out. We'll take her up. This is the way to do it, y'all. Don't worry about falling off a ladder. We're gonna start with this side first. So like I said, we're gonna pre-soak this real quick, and then we're gonna start spraying it. All right, so no tip. You got your water coming out. And you hear the pump will kind of kick down and kick back up. We got our large nozzle here, so just pop it in. The thing locks into place, and you can position it when the slit's that way. You're gonna get a fan like that. So it'll get the job done, y'all. Like I said, that's our largest tip. You know, which would really be our lowest pressure, like our widest tip, but our lowest pressure. So we're just gonna hit this thing, pre-soak it real quick. All right, so we've got it pre-soaked. You can smell the bleach. We're gonna go ahead now with our 40-degree tip. We'll show y'all what this thing will do. Y'all can see that? This thing was dirty. Look at this. Look at that. So as y'all can see, this thing will get the job done. We're gonna transform this roof. All right, I changed it over to the 25-degree tip, green tip, just to show y'all that it'll still get the job done. I got that back section, that part right here. Now, I'll show you. So you can see it'll still get rid of the old funk on here. Board's getting hung up. As you can see, it'll get the job done. I'm pretty happy with $350 electric, no have to mess gas, oil, air filter, stuff like that. I feel like it's worth it for a homeowner, just DIY stuff like this. Professional use every single day, probably not. But anyway, that's my thoughts on it. And when I say professional use, like auto detailing, small things would be fine. I don't know how long the pump. It's supposed to have like a lifetime pump on it, so I mean you can hear it. It's running right now, but it just runs all the time, even when you're not using it. So, but some electric pressure washers, they start running whenever you pull the trigger. They shut off when they're not being used. This one just runs continuously. So anyway, we'll see long term how it works. You know, of course, if it craps out on me, I'm definitely going to do a video on it. Y'all know that. So another cool thing about this pressure washer is it stands up to save space. So like you can see, you can just kind of slide it back here in the corner when you're not using it, like in your shop if you don't have a lot of room, you know. But like when you're using it, I think you can use it standing up, but I usually use it, you know, when it's laid down. So I'm going to show y'all how this thing will do detailing my car. So the quick disconnects, like I was telling y'all, check this out. Pop that on, that one's locked in. With your hose here, I got these set up on both of my garden hoses, front and back. See here, right here to the front. That one goes in. You attach this one, and you got quick disconnect. So on, off. Y'all see that? On, off. So no screwing, unscrewing, all that stuff. Same thing here. Off, on. 50-foot hose. Same thing here on the wand. I'll show you all that too. Same thing with your wand. You attach it here. You can see I got a little tape on it. Pop it on just like that. So you're good to go. That quick you can set up and tear down. All right, so I didn't the other day, but I wanted to show y'all how to properly prime a pressure washer. So some people just might be like, really, you gonna do that? But so look right here. I want you to see, I'm gonna go over and turn the water on, but you can see right here, this is unhooked. So you're gonna turn the water on, you're gonna let it flow through the whole system. So the water's on, valve's fully open, and I want y'all to see what I'm talking about. See, it's even gonna take it a second. But the water's completely on, the valve's fully open. See, you got air. You don't have a steady stream. A lot of people will mess this up, y'all, I'm telling you. You don't have a steady stream. There's a lot, you have this, depending on the length of that hose, the length of this hose. Like, I mean, it's like a 25-foot, this is a 50-foot. So, I mean, it's like 75 feet of hose, plus it's got to go through here. Got a lot of air to push out. But, I mean, it's real simple once, you know, once that's done. So right there, that looks good, right? You got a steady flow. It's consistent, still got a little bit of air. You can see the changes. So pop it on, and then even you can tell, so with your pressure washing tip, now you've got a fully primed system. You're ready to wash. So water's on, push your power button, turn green, that's all you gotta do. Now I got the largest tip on here, the 40 degree, just because we're doing the car. There you go. So like I said, just giving it a quick rinse, it already looks cleaner. So I mean, it'll definitely get the job done for mobile detailing. And next we're gonna try out our foam cannon. All right, y'all, so it's been a little while since I've initially started this video, but I got some time. We're gonna wash some cars today. This is the MJJC Foam Cannon Pro. There's different foam cannons out there. This is just the one that I use. I'm using some Chemical Guys Mr. Pink. And we're gonna mix this in here, and I'm gonna show y'all how this pressure washer foams and show you how good it'll clean cars. And I've still got some solution mixed up here, as y'all can see. From last time, I left some, but generally, and it depends too, like the more you add, of course, the more foam you'll get. I try to do like a cap full So that's like a full cap there, and this stuff's real thick. So I usually do a cap full and I'll fill this whole container up and I'll get some good foam, but for this video today, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put 2 caps in it. So just like this, y'all, I just take the water hose and I just fill it up. I try not to put too much pressure in because it'll make it foam like that and get like real bubbly. But sometimes it's hard not to, so I just kind of fill it to about like right there, and then I'll just put the top back on it. And that's it. And that's about 2 capfuls. So it'll foam good, but the more you put in, the more it will foam. So that's it. I just give it a quick rinse like that, and then I go ahead and hook up my foam cannon to it. Just pop this off the end. Alright, so it just hooks on the end. It looks like that. Then you just adjust how much foam you want. And it's got a knob on it, you can adjust if you want more or less. Like that's less foam. Then you turn that. That'll give you the most foam right there. Alright, so now I'm going to show y'all what this thing looks like. Show what this bad boy looks like if you put a little bit more soap in it. So I did about 2 capfuls. So look at this here. We're going to do 1. It's about a capful. There's about 2. Let's do about 3. Let's do 4. We'll just double it. So about 4 capfuls. About 4 capfuls. And this stuff is so thick too. I mean, y'all can see it. When you do a capful, you kind of get a lot of it that kind of just stays in the cap. But you see, it's real thick. I don't like making a mess with it. And it just kind of trickles out of there a lot slower with the hose, so it shouldn't make it as bubbly. But that's 4 capfuls in there. We're gonna fill it up. We got it almost full, but we got a lot of suds in there, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this on it. Let's check it out how it looks with this. So you see that solution is a lot more pink. It should be a lot more foamy. Right, so we hit it with foam now. A lot more foam. So you see that does a lot more foam. As y'all can see, that adds a lot of foam to it. That thing is saturated right now, guys. So you just add a little more soap. Of course, that's gonna make it more foamy. But you can see how it just sticks to it now, and it's not running off. So you see where it's dripped off here? I've actually got a line line of foam on the ground still. So it's pretty thick. You hit the front end now. That's really all it takes, that little bit. Let me see. So it just does a good job. So I mean, that pressure washer will work a foam cannon for you.